On. All right, welcome everyone. We are here going to play some WWE Champions. Going to go over some boss battle setups and all that. It's me. It's your OTC in the game. So we're going to go over some boss battle setups. We're going to do some tours. Going to have some Q&As as well. So it's just kind of whatever you guys want to talk about. Moderators are in both chat rooms. We are live on YouTube for the first time and not also live on Twitch. So, we're going to start kind of the thing off with boss battle this week. We're going to go over the boss battle setups and all that and just kind of look at everything and see, what all we got. I hope you guys are doing well with your factions and, putting, at least being that team player and putting your scouting missions in and all that. So, this week for boss battle, obviously blue gems are going to be your kicker at 300%. Multipliers are going to get it times 7. So anyone who does a high multiplier, hey, great. Gonna destroy this weekend. The one I think that a lot of people are not looking at is the leech gem. Because I think leech gem at 300% is going to be very nasty. So, and then all gems are gonna get a 25% decrease. That's gonna be at level 23 or higher, as we all know. That's gonna be at level, it's gonna start at level 1. It's just gonna decrease as we go. So, couple of guys that I'm thinking that are really gonna work this week. If we start talking in your focus class, obviously there is a few there. JD McDonough. Going to work really well. Not going to hit the multiplier or leech, but you're just going to be able to blue that blue gem all the way up. Another one who I think is going to work decently, you're going to have to change the build-up. It's kind of going to be just like JD. Tech Cody running the mobile gem setup. Rocker Sean will be decent. He'll get you he'll do some damage, but he's definitely not going to be a carrier this weekend. Obviously Showboat Shinsuke is just too slow for boss battle. You're only going to get that hit off once. So that's going to be an issue. So for me, I'm going to run JD in that slot. I think he's just going to be a good hitter overall. Pretty chaotic person. This is where it gets really interesting because I think you have about 4 people here who could really destroy. Now, you got to remember skill plates are not allowed in boss battle. So, Z Orton would be one. I think Z Orton is the killer this weekend. Him and D'Lo are the 2 killers. Hall of Fame Savage is going to be really good. You could even go Julius Creed if you wanted to. Julius Creed, I think, will be really great this weekend. Eddie just doesn't do enough gems. D'Lo's obviously going to be another one. Sean... HBK Sean, to me, is one of those that, you don't have blue gems, you're kind of screwed on the board. Hall of Fame Ray, I think it's going to be really good with a different setup. But I'm going to run Z Orton this weekend myself. I just think he's that good. When you come to your aggressive side, this is where it's going to get really interesting because I don't know if there's anyone here that screams out at me. Here. For me, it's Hall of Fame Taker. I think if you got a Titan plate, you're pretty much set. Even though that's not going to work, you can still increase stuff with the black move. And then for your defensive guy, the big one for me is obviously going to be Fatu because of the multiply gems. No matter how you want to put it, Fatu's still going to be that guy. So we're going to go through the setups of each of them. So with JD, I think the way you're going to run him is going to be blue, green. I think that's going to be the biggest way you're going to run him this weekend. Just because it just makes the most sense, right? I don't see another moveset that really works. At the end of the day, again, not having the skill plates, you are going to play your green move is you're hoping for cascades, but if you don't get it, it's okay because you are going to increase your blue gem damage by one turn. And as long as you don't swipe and just hit the moves, you're going to be okay. So that's the big one there. So you're going to run the Backstabber, the Brainbuster, and the 450 Splash. As far as your entourages go, again, you want to make him turn 1. So the premium build for me would be Trick Dom, maxed out, because 40% blue gem damage, blue moves start with 2 more MP, okay? You're obviously going to want to run Jerry Lawler. The other one I would run, for me personally, would be Acro Sammy. 30% blue gem damage, 30% move damage. And then, just because I want to make sure he's going to be turn 1, you're going to want to throw Santa Hogan in there at 17k minimum. Guys on the stream, is there anyone that you guys would recommend from a coach, trainer, entourage? From that standpoint, are we pretty much on the same?
My first recommendation here is anybody that's not talking while you're talking should be on mute because it's making a cluster of noise.
We can fix that real quick in the Discord server. Okay. Guys, is there anyone that you guys would think of, maybe not premium, that would still make this work? Because I know Trick Dom and Accurate Sammy are still, considered on that rare side.
I think 80 Seth is going to be good for boss battle.
Well, we'll go through that. I think he will too.
I think he's going to be really good.
I think it will too, but he's what, chaotic?
I believe so. He might be aggressive. I mean, look.
The aggressive,
yeah, he's chaotic.
So the chaotic, that would work really well there. I think 80 Steph, and we'll go over that build with them. I'm looking at the JD build. I just don't see. I mean, is there anyone non-premium? I mean, we've got guys on the chat with me, my moderators. We try to bring you everything. So the premium builds, the non-premium builds. Is there anyone on the non-premium side that I may not think that, would work really good with the plus 2 MP and, could replace Sammy? Because the biggest thing is needing that plus 2 MP. And you want to kind of hit the gem.
That might not be a bad option, and everybody should have him at 6-star gold in the focus slot.
Well, I'm talking. We're talking a build on JD right now.
As far as the premium build for JD,
I got the premium.
Non-premium build. Yeah, I could come up with something.
I mean, because the thing is, you're going to want that blue move plus 2. So anything that gives you a plus 2, Dom just kind of works there because you're also going to get the blue gem damage.
Yeah, Dom's your best bet. If not, honestly, and again, this is a premium guy. But one thing I was talking about with, I believe it was B-Bill, was you could use Powerhouse KO as one of those slots because he's got a 50% chance of having blue gems on the board. One swipe gives you 6 MP. All you would need is a plus 2.
I mean, I could agree with that.
And Hogan.
I would agree with that.
It's just another way to run them.
Yeah, I think the blue moves are an 8. So you're really going to want that 7 plus your turn, which gives you the 8 there. So, if you want to swipe, hey, that's great. I just don't think that's the way to go for boss battle, especially if you want to hit 3 times on that blue move.
Well, normally it wouldn't be, but if it's a single swipe, and this is from running Miz last boss battle, you can get it off 3 times still.
Right.
But you have to get it on the first swipe. If not, then you probably won't.
So for your
For a riskier play, I think it would be more damage. But at the same time, if you don't get it, that could cause problems.
I think for your chaotic, your best bet is going to be Z Orton. I think that's the best bet for that chaotic view.
Who is?
Z Orton in that chaotic. I think he's the best.
Chaotic, I think the top 2 is going to be Z Orton and then that 80 Seth.
So
that's all I'm seeing right now.
Yeah. Z Orton, I think, is going to be better than 80 Seth just because of the damage that you can stack on him.
Yeah.
So for him, you're going to want to run Sherry. I would run Lawler there. It's only a 6 MP, so Santa Hogan again, and then Z-Dom. That's how you're going to run him. It's going to make him beautifully hit at the end of the day. And we'll go over the gameplay. When you start talking that aggressive setup, that's where I start looking at, I don't know if there's a guy there. Z-Ray is going to be a good one, but you are going to have to run him tricolor. So the setup for that one's going to be the Juggernaut, the Springboard, and the Black Multiplier. That's going to be your setup for him. He is going to be tricolor. Because you're not going to want to run Blast Gems on this. With it being tricolor, you're just going to have to pick which one you value more. I would value the red and the blue over anything, but you're still going to have to swipe at the end of the day. Hall of Fame Taker is going to work even without the Titan plate. He may not hit as hard, but he's going to be more that turn 2, turn 3 kind of hitter. Because you're just going to keep stacking that gem damage 60% over and over and over again. Again, a lot of these guys you're going to need Lawler on. So you are going to have to do a lot of switching this weekend. As far as, who to run, how to run Fatu, I think this one's probably the easiest of them all, in my opinion. And that's going to be red sub. Just because of the sub's going to, you're going to get your multipliers out there. Especially with the moment card, it's going to work really well. So that to me is the 4 best. Obviously, Seth is going to be in there. If you don't have Z Orton, I think Hall of Fame Savage will be a good hitter. He was a good hitter last time. I think he's going to be a good hitter this time. Just because with the gear, the multipliers going up to 23, it's just is too crazy at this point.
I do have I am thinking about another build for Fatu, just because of the fact that it's got the blue gem involved with the blue gems. It's going to be the viral gem build.
The only thing I worry about that,
because you actually have more, you actually create more multiplied gems on the board as opposed to the sub build.
the only issue I have with that is you're going to turn that into purple. You're really turning that into purple gems to really refill that at the end of the day. There's not really anything,
Because out of those, the finisher with the multiplied gems, they all turn into purple gems, so it's going to recycle every time.
It is, but you're not
That's
getting
kind of what I was looking at.
right. But the way I'm looking at this is, I get that standpoint, right, 1,000,000%. Like, I'm not arguing that standpoint, but I'm also looking at it from this standpoint here. When you go look at Thought 2, right, purple is the third gem, where if you're putting out the countdowns and then the sub, you're going to be able to turn the whole board into red gems, which is the secondary. And with this boss battle using a lot of blue gem guys anyway, being able to boost that red gem medals, I think that's just a better way to go. And I think another guy a lot of people are sleeping on would be, because we're not looking at the leech gem setup, right? But I think Tama would be another guy that you could use this weekend. Yeah, it's going to be purple, right? But I think Tama is another one you could use this weekend.
One that a lot of people aren't mentioning is Texina.
So I've looked.
Just about everybody has them. If you have his moment, the extra 100%.
I've looked deeply at Texina, and the issue I have with Texina myself, right, is it's just not enough gems.
It's a 6x6. I mean, that's not bad.
It's not
Your
bad.
multis won't have to boost as much, but
Yeah, I think that's where the problem comes because you're either going to substitute being turn 1 or you're going to increase the multis. It's going to be one or the other.
well, you can do both. It just won't be increasing it like Sherry. Like
Yeah.
you'd have to use tech legs.
Yep. And here's the thing, guys. I also think too, when you're really going to look at this, you know, you're going to have to pick and choose your decision, right? That it is going to be one of those you are going to pick and choose your decision at the end of the day. I don't think you're
Another
going to
one that
have.
was not mentioned on this stream, but I saw it early. They revamped the D Generation X Shawn Michaels through the DX Battle Pass. I mean, it is paid, but it's a guaranteed person that you get. And with his new rework and the moment that has been reworked for that group, he's going to smack with very, very little entourage.
So the only thing I have an issue with that one, and this is just me on that one, I don't know if enough people had that up because for the longest time he wasn't reworked.
Right.
So I'm not going to talk about that one just because, it was something that was just done. Versus, not being just done kind of thing. So that's kind of where I'm at on it. And I know the screen's a little blurry right now. I am adjusting something here to make it work.
What about Funk?
Funk, to me, is also that I'm not sure on kind of thing.
Because, I'm looking at it. You do the clothesline. It's a choose 4x1 into Pyros, which modifies on the multi-strength 5. And trying to see what you need. Maybe the atomic drop. So you'd probably have to run triple blue, if I had to guess. But he makes a countdown that turns multis into blue gems. I don't know how many it does. I don't have them up. I only got them at 3-star right now. But I guarantee if somebody had solo, you could really boost that up.
I think you could. I think that, one of those, that's one of those things I think you definitely could. And guys, I do apologize about this. Give me 1 second. I am experiencing a little technical difficulties on this. And so bear with me here just 1 second while I go through all this. Okay, there we go. I'll have to fix that later. All right, we're back up and live. Sorry about that. I think that is something that you look at, right? But I don't know if it's the end-all, be-all kind of thing.
Yeah. Like I said, I think the main hitters is going to be Orton and probably 80 Seth. I'm still unsure on JD, but I still think JD will hit hard. Whether it's as a secondary or main, I don't know yet.
See, and that's the thing. I think
he's one of those guys that just gets better as you go in the boss battle.
He almost reminds me of the old school Hall of Fame Taker, right? Where when skill plates were allowed, if you had that Titan plate on Hall of Fame Taker in a blue gem boss battle, it would just get better and better as you went on. It wasn't something that was, turn 1 off the bat kind of thing, but as you went on, that hit was just harder and harder. Got people on the stream. If you guys have any questions, we have moderators. We're reviewing the chats. Go ahead and type something. We'll answer any questions you guys have. Tonight. So, that's the whole point of this. We want to answer any questions you guys have tonight over this stuff. So, just want to talk about our sponsors here. First sponsor of the stream is going to be Flatland. Give me 1 second here. I got to pull that part up here. Our first sponsor of the stream obviously is going to be we got 2 sponsors for this stream tonight. You know, if you guys ever want to hit it. So our first one is going to be Flatland Hub City Internet Radio, established in 2022. You guys can find them anywhere where you can find your internet radio. And then also HelloFresh. Go to HelloFresh.com, get your 10 free meals on us and free add-ons for life. Use my code. I will post the code in the chat. So those are just our sponsors for this stream here. Like I said, we're gonna kind of just go through a little bit of everything. So I think for Boss Battle, like I said, I think it's just, you know, you're gonna have to play 2 of the 3. You're gonna have to play the blue and the multis. You're gonna have to play the leech and the blues or the leech and the multis. I don't think you're gonna be able to play one unless you've got like a JD. So that's just my opinion at the end of the day. I may be wrong, but that's just my opinion. So, you know, you guys, you know, we're here to answer any questions. I'm not seeing any posts yet, so, you know, it's kind of hard for me to really talk about what you guys want to see on this because we can't show builds if I don't know what you guys are looking for. Which is going to lead us kind of into our next segment here. We're going to talk about belt builds because I feel like that's a topic that doesn't get talked about a lot.
Before you jump into that, I got one more person I just thought about.
Okay.
And I'm pretty sure you have him.
Okay.
Casey Jones.
I do not have Casey Jones. He's
you had him.
No, he is the only. He is the only damn turtle I'm missing. I have every other turtle.
Bob's one that has it. Okay.
I have every other turtle but him.
Because I was just looking at his build, and I'm like, man, you actually have something.
Yeah, he does.
Yeah, you
he does.
But you have the multis.
He does.
He's a very, very premium character. I don't know a lot of people that have him.
I don't either.
I brought it up because I thought he had him.
No, he's the only turtle I don't have at the end of the day. He's the only turtle I don't have at the end of the day. He's the one I do want that turtle, but he's just the one I don't got right now.
Yeah.
Which, it sucks because you never know if you're going to get him or not. So, we're going to talk about title builds. Because I feel like that's, you know, we get a lot of people who talk about, oh, just throw Fury 3s on them or Takedown 2s or, you know, some kind of bull crap on there. And I don't think people really talk about titles or belts the way they should. So we're going to take a superstar that I don't have built up that honestly I probably should have built up with 11.7 million roster, but I don't. I'll just be honest, I don't need her built up, but I probably should just, you know, streaming wise, you know, it's probably a bad idea that I don't have her built up. I'll be the first to admit that. So we're going to talk about Oblivion. So, and this to me is a good one to show you a title build on, to show you that you can win with any superstar in these tours if you have the right stuff set up on it. So, I'm going to go with Oblivion 100%. Actually, I'm going to put 150% gem damage belt on her, okay? But we're going to build this belt correctly. So, we're going to reinforce this belt completely. And we're going to build a belt. So with Oblivion, Trick Liv is obviously a good superstar. How I'm going to want to run her is the red gem setup. But I may also want to run her the color turn setup. I think that's how I'm going to run her for this one. I think I'm going to run her the color turn. So for me, we're going to run her purple, purple, red is how I'm going to run her. Now, she's only at level 256 for me, so the first thing we're going to do is drop a bunch of coins because I want her at 310. That's going to be the first thing. Coaches and trainers, obviously purple moves start with more. And again, this
You're
is
going purple, red?
yep. I'm gonna show you why here in a second. I'm gonna show you why here in a second. I'm gonna go purple, red. I think it's the better setup. There's a skill
I
plate.
don't know.
There's a skill plate involved in this.
I don't know if it's better than the one.
I don't know if it is or not, but luckily I can move stuff around if I need to.
Yep.
But I mean, I'm gonna show it in
the
a
way
situation.
I'm Go ahead.
I'm gonna show it in a situation where it's not really about the moveset, it's more about the belt itself at the end of the day.
Yeah.
Hall of Fame Brett.
The way I'm running her is red, green.
I feel like with her, it all depends on the belt at the end of the day. That's how I really feel with anyone, right? How you move the belt around really depends. But after this weekend Splash Feud, I'll be honest with you, seeing all the the defensive tube, the armor tube medals on her, right? To me, that's the best way. Now, again, you got the moment, but that's why I'm kind of playing her this way. That moment doing 300% more damage on color turn gems, right? So, when I'm setting this up, obviously the first thing I want to do is hope and pray to God I have this. So I'm going to put the Devon specs on her. Because I think that's...
I'm a Hulk maniac myself.
Again, I think there's a lot of different ways you could run this, right?
There is. She's very versatile.
Very versatile.
She's very versatile.
Very versatile superstar. But I think that's the way to go, right? I truly think that's the way to go because of the moment, right? The moment is where I kind of play that off of. 300%, when you're talking at 50,000 per gem, 300% makes it 200,000 per gem times 25. That's a pretty damn good hit at the end of the day. That a belt that no defensive medals can stop. It's just like power gems. You can't stop that per gem medal. That per gem, damage.
Yeah.
So, when I'm looking at building a belt, we're going to put as many armor 2s on this lib as we possibly can, okay? So, I have to know what my moveset is, what my gem damage is. So, for me, looking at it, and we're obviously going to level up this Oblivion real quick. Yes, I have a crap ton of shards for her, so I will be using shards to lever her up. So, purple gems. I'm going to turn 36 color gems into purple gems. That's big for me when I'm building a belt here, okay? So, I'm going to look at my armor 2s because I want to stop a kick out, especially during a tour with a lower superstar, okay? Now, what I feel like a lot of people don't do is they don't look at the secondary portion of these medals, okay? So, when I'm looking at my medals, yeah, I like that top one being at 150%. But then I'm looking underneath. Well, red moves do 16, purple gems do 16% more damage. Black moves do, 19. All gem defense do 19. That's a good medal. But then there's another one where I'm doing purple moves and purple gems. That's the one I want on there. So I'm going to go through my medals individually and make sure that we get the most optimal one. Kind of the same thing here, right? We want to make sure we have our optimal. Now, I do not have an armor 2 medal for this slot. So, how do I want to play that? Well, I want to look at what's going to give me the most gem defense, okay? Which is going to be any of these medals in this category. But now I'm going to look at what gives me purple moves, purple gems, red moves kind of thing, right? That's what I'm going to look at, and right here's the perfect one. Red moves do 16%, purple moves do 16%. Is it ideal? No. But it's still going to work at the end of the day. From here, I'm then going to look at another armor set. If I have an armor set, I'm going to look at it. So for this one, I'm actually, yes, the blue doesn't make the most sense because I'm not gaining anything, but it makes sense on the gem damage because the kick out is still not going to be there. Okay? And that's what I think a lot of people don't look at the end of the day. Again, going through my medals again, looking to see. If I don't have one, I don't have one. I'm just going to pick the one I think works the best. Well, red gems, yeah, because she will do some red gems off the color turn, so that one works out perfectly. So with 3 armor, 2 medals, and a takedown 3 medal, we're going to go in here and we're going to beat this match pretty quick, okay? Again, this is a 6-star silver trick live versus a 6-star bronze, or tech live versus a 6-star bronze trick live. So we're going to go in here, and this is how easy these tours are. Now, this trick live gives you 500,000 points this week on your tours. So you definitely want to knock this out as fast as possible. So, everything's loaded turn 1. We're going to hit. Going to hit here. I mean, that was a 9 million hit off that, boys. And then we're going to hit here. I don't think she's going to kick out here. She might. That's a little weird, but, you know, it's okay because we're still going to be in good shape, I think. She's definitely not doing any damage off the moves. As you can see, we're not taking any damage off it. And the AI really messed that one up, didn't they, boys? So again, I don't really have a move here, so I'm going to load up again. I can't remember if there's a skill. I can't remember if there's a plate that whenever defensive plate that, because I'm not breaking enough gems to put a rumble plate on her. Another 9 million hit there.
She is pretty good with the rumble plate.
I think she does. I just don't know if you do enough gems at 25.
You have to play it a different way.
Mhm.
You have to run the double red green for it to work.
I think with her, there's 2 really setups. It's all skill plate based at the end of the day. I'm not gonna move my red rumble plate.
The reason I like the other way is because you get the 800% boost with the red gems. Because you get the 400 and then you can place it again if you have the green up.
Right, yeah, I mean, I'm not going to disagree with any of that.
Plate. Huh? I don't have a rumble plate on her.
I'm not going to disagree with any of that, right? For me, it just doesn't work as well, I guess is the word I would say, right? Because she's one I don't use, so I'm not going to move a plate just to move a plate over. I feel like people do that all too often. And, you know, they really hurt themselves in other events that they could really use that plate for. Because even right now, yeah, we're not loaded. It's not ideal. But the damage, she's not doing the damage that she should be doing with the way we built the belt.
Yeah.
So, I mean, at 6-star bronze, we're over here able to control the narrative, I guess you could say, right? She's done 3 million in damage, and we're on turn 4. Again, people who say they can't beat a tour, I highly disagree with that because you can beat a tour with anyone. You just have to be smart with your builds, right? You have to be smart with how you set this up. You have to be smart with all this. So, you know, I'm sitting here doing 9 million on the color turn. I'm sure if I had her at gold, this would be turn 1. Just the way everything scales. So you beat.
The only problem I have with mine is I don't have Roxanne.
Yeah, I mean, I don't have Roxanne either, which does hurt because now I'm using Sasha and, you know, Sasha and
the only way I
Brett.
get a turn 1 is I got to prop up.
See, you don't have to prop up, but, you know.
That or go to turn 2.
Yeah.
If I want to turn 1, I got to prop up.
So, again.
For the build I use.
That's just to show you guys that at 6-star bronze, we can really do some damage. So we're going to do another one. Now, this one I do have at gold. Sad to say I have her at gold, but, you know, it is what it is. We're going to do the same thing with the belt, only we're going to change this up a little bit. I'm not going to move this belt at all. I actually like this belt on her. We're just going to really stack up the armor, the takedown 3 medals. So again, I'm looking at it. She does green gem damage, so I'm okay with that. This is where you really got to have some stacks of medals set up, or, you know, I wouldn't even say medals, but you got to have some bits. So I'm looking for something with green move if I can, just because that's the ideal. I don't think I have it as a secondary. Yeah, I do 16%, and blue moves do 16%. Obviously, a 250% green takedown 3 medal really does help. I need more tier 6s. That's for sure. I need more tier 6 medals for sure, which we will do some pulls on that here in a minute. So, we're going to go in here. We're going to turn 1 this lib. We're going to get another 500,000 points. So, building your belts is very important, guys. I can't stress that enough. Oh, I didn't put any entourage on her, and that's okay. We're still going to beat her turn 1. Kind of sad I didn't put any entourages on, because I think this would hit for 10 million a hit. I don't know what you guys are thinking, but I'm thinking it might with the way I could build an entourage off this. I mean, Booga, you're awfully quiet. You're usually the one chatting up. Is there anything you're seeing that could be different?
He might not be here.
Someone check and see if he's on the Discord.
He is on the Discord. I don't know if he's alive, though.
Don't tell me he pulled a mortal and went and got milk.
I think he did.
Oh,
Mortal might have to fill in for him.
so guys, if you haven't already hit that subscribe button, go ahead and hit that subscribe button, whether you're on Twitch or YouTube. We are streaming on both tonight for the first time ever. Go ahead and hit that subscribe button, though. We'd love to have you guys subscribe and, you know, come back. We're going to stream quite a bit here with Champion, doing stuff like this. I will be setting a schedule sometime this week. We're going to be streaming every feud. So if I'm up feuding, you guys are going to have the opportunity to watch. We'd love to interact with our community here. So just go ahead and type stuff. We're going to discuss it. If you guys have it, we will discuss it. Because how many showing viewing on Twitch, RV?
Looks like just 2 right now.
Okay.
There was 3.
So it looks like I got more on YouTube than I do Twitch right now, which is a good thing. So here we go. This lib's about to be knocked out. Again, we're trying to do this. Now, I would not recommend this lib up high to use overall because she is really slow. Again, probably a little slower right now just because I did forget to put the entourage on. Not really thinking at the end of the day. You know, and that's partially on me. So, you know, we will, I will admit that. But hey, we got the win. That's all that matters. You can win with anyone, guys. It's just a matter of you putting in that effort. Another one that I know, especially here in my faction, people have taken up. Not saying I agree with them taking them up, but if you're gonna do it against the low guy, Dominic Mysterio. We'll leave it at how we leave that at. I run him a certain way. Pretty basic.
Dom.
Huh?
Very slow. I said that Dom is very slow, but he gets the job done.
Very, very slow. I don't think you can get any slower. But he, like you said, he gets the job done. So, again, go through normal if you can, because this is going to be your easiest win. Most of the time, they're not at 6 silver. This female one is. I don't know why, but that's how Scopely wants to play it, so that's how we'll play it, right? if that's how they want to play it at the end of the day. Simple swipe, and we've earned 150 million points. $150 million points is 150 million points. I mean, I don't know how else to put that. You know, especially when you're talking from a faction event, this is where you're going to get your faction points at for this week. And I think that's where a lot of people don't realize it, right? You're going to get your faction points off this. And that, to me, is a big thing at the end of the day. You know, everyone complains they don't get enough faction points. Here's where you get your faction points. So now we're going to go. Now I do kind of want to pivot. There's someone that I think everyone should, if you play the game, you should get her this week, I think. And that's the new Alexa Bliss. I just got her. So we're going to build this thing together, boys and girls. I'm going to level the shit out of her. Yes, I do cuss. If you have a problem with that, I do apologize. That's why this stream is not rated G. We're going to build it as high as we can and look at the moveset together. I honestly don't know what the moveset's going to be yet. But just by looking at her, we finally get a halfway decent Alexa, I think. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go grab TP. Because, yeah. Don't really need that. I don't need that Hitman's Battle Armor. My faction already says I have enough that I don't already need it as it is. They all hate me because I have it anyway. And we will leave it at that. And I'm sure my faction will admit to that. They would probably kill me if I grabbed another Hitman's Battle Armor plate at this point. Because I think they know who I'd put that on. Don't you, RB? I think you know who that would go on, don't you?
Yep.
That would go on Shredder. Then it really wouldn't be fair, would it?
No.
I may mess around and just get enough to get it anyway. Alrighty, so we're going to take Bliss to 5-star bronze. Tyrone, welcome to the chat. Go and hit that subscribe button, man. I don't know who you are in the faction, but you got to be someone. If you're saying yeah, we will. I know some people have gone against my head of the table Roman and have sent me Discord messages that have been not very pretty at the end of the day. We'll just leave it at that. And no, I will not be showing that head of the table on the stream. Oh, watch. Yeah, watch. Y'all would kill me if I got another Hitman Battle Armor plate. Guys, again, any questions you guys have, any builds you guys want to see, ask away. We will definitely hit that up for you guys, okay? Right now, I'm just taking this Bliss up as high as I can. Honestly, just because I want to. I'm a big Alexa Bliss fan in general, in real life. So, I definitely want to build her up. Probably get her to 6-star bronze, and that'll be it. After this month, who knows, I may never touch her again, knowing me. That's just my stupidity sometimes, I think. I still got 80 Seth at 6 bronze, and I got Dirty Dom at 6 bronze. So, I kind of look at it from, if they never benefit me, I never use them kind of thing.
You really need to get that Trickster Live 6 gold, though.
I know I need to get that Trickster Live 6 gold, but if this Bliss hits harder than that Trickster Live, I'm not going to,
I'm telling you have to get that Trick Live up. She hits like a truck.
I know she hits like a truck, but I got other Tricksters that hit like a truck, too. So...
Yeah, but I don't see many of your Tricksters hitting for 300 mil.
I think that's the thing. I don't need them to hit for 300 mil. I just need them to win, and I'm comfortable with the way I've got my stuff running. I mean, that's just the nuts and bolts of it. I don't think you guys realize how many coins I have. Thank God I'm hiding that because yeah, it's kind of crazy at the end of the day. Let's see here. Let's go to Victory Tours. Let's go to Twisted Bliss. Let's go here. Not that I need this. All right, so let's look at her moveset here at 5 gold.
For Tyrone is wife kid.
Man, I ain't gonna lie. She gonna be triple blue at 6-star. She gonna be triple blue at 6-star.
That might not be bad.
Right now, though, I think I'm gonna run her. I think I'm gonna run a triple purple, and I'm gonna stack leech gem damage on her right now, just because we got the 99 MP. I mean, does anyone else have a different build that they want me to try? But I think this is probably the best build.
I don't have her yet, so I can't give any builds on that one.
I think this is the best build to run on her until you get a 6-star.
I've seen run is triple purple.
Well, I think at 6-star it's going to be triple blue. I don't know why I'm thinking that, but it just seems like that's what I'm going to think. Purple gems do 35. Purple gems do 40. Where's my theory at?
I'm not gonna lie, I'm hoping they leave the punk gauntlets in the titles loot.
I really want that punk gauntlet. I ain't gonna lie.
If they do,
I'm
opening
want
those
that
every time.
I really want that punk gauntlet. Oh, that belt's gonna be nasty on this lib right now at triple purple. That Rousey plate's gonna really work. I think you're gonna run her Fury 3. I'm gonna run her Fury 3 just because I can. Again, with belts, I can't stress this enough. We're looking at secondary. If you don't have a primary, we're gonna look at secondary. Purple again, how you run her. So purple gem, purple moves. We're gonna run that setup just because it makes the most sense here. Take that one off flare. That's the only one I got. So we got 150% gem strap on her with Fury 3s. We're gonna play the leech gem, and we're gonna go in here and see how well she does. So I'm gonna throw the trap gems out there just because I can. Destroy 18 random trap gems. Then it's going to turn the board into purple gems. Oh, she has a Creed kind of vibe to her. She has a Julius Creed kind of vibe to her after the first run. I don't know what you guys think, but that's just kind of where I'm at. She has a Julius Creed kind of vibe. Yeah, I think Booga went out and got milk and never came back.
No, I had to run outside real quick.
Guys, just to let you know, they are doing the feedback on the Flash Feuds. If you guys want to hit that up, they are giving an opportunity to win a Showboat Cena. Obviously, just go to Portal and, fill out that information. I've never seen anyone win, but I know someone wins. So if you guys win, let me know. Be great to know if someone actually finally won one or not. So here we go. Another easy win. So I want to shout out the people who've already followed the stream while we were, or followed the channel while we were not live. Samuel, thanks for following on YouTube and Twitch. Swagwell, appreciate you following on Twitch. Mike N Cat 17, thanks for the follow on YouTube, man. What I'm surprised is more people from the faction are not in the Twitch or not watching the stream, because this is their opportunity to learn, since they never want to get on voice chat. I don't know how you guys feel about that, but that's just me. So, you know. Well, we'll leave that at that. We are going to be live for 2 hours tonight, so we are going to be live till 7 o'clock Central Time. So we got about an hour and 15 minutes. So, you know, if you guys never tell me what you want to see, we're just going to wing it tonight. I think that's going to be the best way to do this, is just wing it. So, next thing I think we're going to do, let's do some showdown matches. I haven't done any showdowns yet. Let's see here. We're going to check something here just because one of our guys is always at the top on this. And surprisingly, he's not today.
He hasn't gotten his matches in.
Yeah, he's only at 16:53. So, we're going to edit this. Obviously, I got to put Eddie in, which I'm not a fan of. So, we're going to put Eddie in. Who else do I want to run here? Who else do I want to run here? I think we're going to run Ray. I'm going to run Ray just because I can. I'm not going to put anything on his title. I'm just going to build his entourage up real quick. Boom. Boom.
I'm going to finally get to my desk.
You going to finally get to your desk?
Yep. I might get on some Trackmania or something. Make some Rocket League.
Some Rocket League. Game I've never really played.
I don't get to pick a track.
So we're going to go against 075.
Pick a track.
We're going to go against
I'll let you pick
075
a
here.
track.
Oh, we're loaded turn one. That's all I needed. We're going to steal some health
Debating
here.
whether or not I stream right now.
I almost feel like it's a little too early to stream. That's what I'm feeling even with this, right? People are not home yet.
Biggest reason I want to stream is I haven't streamed in a week. And that is a very, very long time for me not streaming.
Yeah, that's a very long time not to stream, especially if you're a content creator. You know, your people are probably wondering where you're at.
Yeah.
Dream, just to let you know, we are building a Discord server. I am still working on that. It will take some time for me to get that done. So please just keep bearing with me here. And obviously we have the Red Ring of Death, which we all hate. Wish Scopely would, fix that at this point. It has been way too long. Bear with me here just 1 second, guys. We're going to be on a Be Right Back. I'm still going to be on the voice. I'm just going to check something real quick. And I do not want y'all to see this, so, oh yeah. So I think we're going to do some pulls tonight, too. I think we'll do a 7 pull if there's anything in the loop that's worth, doing a 7 pull on. You think there's anything worth doing a 7 pull on? You guys think anything in there is worth doing a 7 pull tonight?
I don't think there's ever anything more spoonable.
That's what I'm kind of wondering. I did that $29.99 one and didn't really find anything. You know what I mean? Like, it didn't really get anything. It kind of felt jip a little bit. Got like 20 shards and 50 shards, and 8 shards. Like, I just didn't feel like it was really worth the money. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's felt that way for a while.
On that, I got me the 15 loop pool, which you could do the 2 7s for the same amount. I ended up pulling 5,000 prize wall medallions.
You know, that maybe, what is that, $29.99? Is that one $29.99, I think?
No, that one's 20. It's on the portal.
It's on Portal. Well, let me pull up Portal here and just kind of take a look.
So you get 15 pools. One of the Chase character Trickster Bliss shards. So it's a pretty good deal.
I'll debate on that one because that one's still one of those that I don't know if it is a good deal or not on.
Yeah.
I mean, there's a lot of stuff that even now I debate if it's a good deal or not anymore. I definitely need to get that Acrocena this weekend or this week, but I still need. So which one did you buy, Moral? You said
It was the Trickster Live.
I'm not
Let me
seeing
pull it
that.
up here.
I'm not seeing that on Portal. The 15 pull
Stand
you
by.
said. You said the 15 pull.
Yeah, for 20. Alexa's weekly web special.
Alexa weekly web special.
Yes.
All right, we'll do a 7 pull real quick. Guys, what I'm going to do is the moment we hit 50 subscribers on Twitch, I'm going to give away.
What's up, Dominator?
Moment we hit 50 subscribers on Twitch, I'm going to give away a free 7 pull. So we're going to have one random person who's going to win it. In order to win it, you must be a subscriber on the channel. So moment we get to 50, I will do that. When we get to 100 subscribers, I will give away 100. I will give away 100 pull. What's up, Dominated? Also, too, we'll do the same on YouTube. So the moment we get it on YouTube, I'll do the same thing. So go ahead and hit that subscribe button if you haven't already, and because I want to give away pulls. So we will do that. Like I said, in order to win, you have to be a subscriber and you have to chat. So we will go through all the previous chats and do that. So let's do a 15 pull here. Let's hope and pray I get someone I don't already have. I'd really like that mommy on top, honestly. So here we go. Here's the first 7 pull we got.
All right, but it's your time to shine.
5-star gold DX Army. There's shards. Don't really need it. Got 28,000 of them. 15 shards. I mean, I know there's someone in this chat that or in this stream that wish they could just get 15 shards of someone like that. That's 2 he wish he could get over right now. Let's see here. Let's see what we get here.
Yeah, I got those EO shards.
He needs those EO shards. He needs those Uso shards. Kurt Angle. Swear to God.
Not too far off of Flair and EO.
No, that's what he needs right there. 15 shards of her to take her gold. 30 shards of Dirty Dom. Didn't really get nothing there, right? Let's do another 7 pull here since we bought 15. Not really getting anything, are we?
Oh, okay.
Not yet.
Booger, are you watching the stream?
I can't on mute right now.
Oh, he's probably going to cuss me here in about 10 seconds. He's probably going to cuss me here in about 10 seconds.
It just showed up for me.
I need 40,000 hurricane shards.
Oh no, just watch the string. You'll see what I pulled.
Yeah, I saw what you got. You got 15 of them. I need.
Oh
I
no,
need
no,
two.
no. There's something better there. They're
No,
coming.
no, no. He pulled something way worse.
You're gonna kill me. You know, I don't have Andre. I don't have Trick Live. You would think at some point they'd give me one of them, right?
I think so.
I mean, this pool's definitely been a lot better. I
Oh,
know
yeah.
the 30 short, the 30 dom. So we're gonna keep this right here because I'm waiting on a reaction at this point. This is where we need Jeopardy music.
Do, 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 do. Look, are you seeing that?
I'm watching, catching up on it right now.
You're not gonna like me.
I can't keep the stream running with I just keep the chat open on YouTube, or it gets way too much echo.
Just
Yeah.
mute the sound.
Yeah, that's what I do. I have mute sound.
I can't
Major
find
delay.
any sound on my phone on my YouTube.
Yeah,
Just mute everything.
Well, what we'll do
yeah,
here.
you can do it on Twitch, but you can't do it. I don't know if you can do it on YouTube.
Yeah, I could use those cards.
What we'll do here is we'll take a screenshot here.
Well, I could use those definitely.
Those 7,000.
You know, I only need 4.
I mean, had I not already had her, that would have been a great pull, right?
Yeah, it's a big pull.
But I already got her, so it's kind of pointless.
At least y'all have her.
Huh?
At least y'all have her.
I mean, I've had her since the day she came out. I pulled her.
You could have her too if you pay like $2,000 and shard recruiter.
I didn't pay $2
Yeah.
grand for her.
I think I have like 1,000 of her shards.
So it says I have something new here, but I really don't see it.
Oh yeah, it's your time to shine, dude. Which one should I go with?
Well, it tracks. Is there options? Or just pick any
Oh, yeah.
card?
Yeah, there's options. It's any of the ones that don't have the green and yellow symbol on them. So that's off their time on.
Third one.
The third one?
Yeah, I'm going blind. Third one that doesn't have the green symbol.
The third one that doesn't have the green. I hate you.
I'm sorry. I'm not looking at it. I'm just going blind here.
You're going blind. That's what they all say.
Do it.
That's what they all say. You're going blind.
It means I picked the up track.
Welcome back, track 17. Welcome back. It's a new track 17, but it's gonna end up being track 17.
Yeah.
So why is Showdown always so glitchy, guys? Why?
I actually like this map, but it's a dirt map, so you have to be kind of precise.
RB, you need to do your showdowns.
Do I have to?
I mean, your alt definitely needs to do its showdowns.
My alt's always struggling.
Your alt's always struggling. It never fails.
It's really struggling now because I'm working like 9 to 12 hour shifts.
Yeah, no, your alt's always struggling, it seems like.
Worst save ever.
Hey, it's on my hands now. I can save my own alt now. It's on SmackDown.
Yeah.
So, just to let you guys know, we are part of the core family. So we do have open slots. If you guys are ever looking to join a family of fun people who like to bull crap and kick ass, come join us. We are growing. Finished the last year in 38th place. So hit us up. A lot of fun to play with. And that did not sound good. JD Nashtai, welcome to the Twitch stream. Like I said, if you guys haven't already hit that follow button, go ahead and hit that follow button. We are sponsored today, by HelloFresh. Go to HelloFresh.com and use my code and get 10 free meals and 10 free add-ons for life. HelloFresh.com. And also,
you'll never be hungry again.
what?
I'm always hungry.
If you get 10 free meals, that means you can do a pool.
You're not wrong.
If you get,
I'm not giving away pools for people going on there.
no, I'm not saying to get away a pool. I'm saying you should hit your code on HelloFresh. Save that money, eat 10 times, and you can take all that money you saved and do a pool.
I think you got to buy a week or something, or a month or something. I'm not 100% sure on that. Also, we're sponsored by Flatland Hub City Internet Radio, established in 2022. Available where all internet radio is allowed. Great friend of the channel there. So someone wants, I think I'm the biggest idiot ever because I didn't build a belt for him at all. Probably because I didn't want to at the end of the day. And now it's going to come back.
Well, I'm currently waiting for my phone to cool down so I can actually do my tours.
So we will be setting up at some point a charity for RB. He needs a new phone.
I feel like I want to set up a GoFundMe right now.
I do too. I feel like we want to set up a GoFundMe. I kind of feel the same way.
I feel like
just trying to wait till December. You get the best deal in December.
I feel like it would be a proactive GoFundMe because while we're running that GoFundMe, when your phone finally burns your house down, it explodes. You'll have the GoFundMe already. Feel like there.
Yeah, I mean RB. I'm more afraid your phone's going to. I'm more afraid your phone's going to blow up your house than anything else.
I'm just saying I'd burn first because I usually have it like pretty close to where I'm sleeping.
I'm just afraid your whole house is going to burn down. And that would be a sad day in the community.
Thomas, that phone's beginning. He might burn down half of Michigan.
The Great Fire in Michigan may happen here with RB's phone. So yes, we give each other hell. That's just part of what we do.
Michigan man's phone explodes. Charged with 5 counts of arson.
That's just what we do. We give each other hell. It's just part of our thing here in our faction. If we don't like you, we don't give you hell. That's just kind of how we are. Oh, I hate showdowns.
I was about to make a joke regarding my phone, and then I realized it was too dark even for me.
Or humor.
No, because it was about somebody, like somebody's house blew up in Michigan, not too far from where I'm at. So, but somebody actually ended up dying in that. So it's a little too dark. Too dark for me.
You know who I'm surprised not in this chat right now? And I'm going to say, I'm surprised Benji's not in here.
Benji's getting hit by 100-mile-per-hour winds right now.
He's also, I think he's got the flu.
Yeah, he's getting smoked right now by a storm.
That makes...
Yeah, I messaged him earlier. I'm just like, man, you need to...
That makes more sense here. Usually he's always...
The flu is wild.
He's in it.
That makes a lot more sense here, because usually Benji's on here.
It might be past him now, but he probably doesn't have power if it came through that hard. It's probably past him, but it wasn't good when it went through the Pittsburgh area, and he's right there. So.
I gotcha. So he's just kind of sitting right there.
Yeah, that storm was chugging across Ohio, just building up winds, and it got the PA, and I was like, yo, Benji, man, that storm to the west is not good. And that he answered me, but then haven't heard from him since.
I think we're actually going to try and hit some leech gems here. So I'm going to change up how I run him.
Yeah, I'm running him with the leeches just for the showdown.
I think that's how I'm going to have to do it, just because, it is showdown at the end of the day.
Yeah. I just pulled Hall of Fame gold here.
Oh, nice.
Nice.
That is someone
nice.
That is someone for me that will never go to gold. Ever. I don't care how much anyone says it. I hate that Hall of Fame
What?
Goldberg. I hate him. I hate him with a passion.
What?
You heard me.
Purple. Got show
You gotta bring him up to go just on his trainer alone.
I will never use that trainer. I will
So
never.
you're telling me you won't use a two black MP with
Nope.
40% alcohol?
Nope.
Color, any damage, do 40% more damage, 50%
That's
more health,
crazy.
increase ticket
Nope.
damage. gun by
Again, that is just me though.
with
I'm stuck
MP.
in my ways. I think that Hall of Fame Goldberg is a waste of resources, and we're gonna leave it at that.
Easy.
Hey, I mean, I can agree on that after seeing that Tech Live bill.
Striker killer.
Hey, that tag lip bill got the win, didn't it?
They got the win, but it was not the ideal for me.
I mean, again, what's ideal for you is not ideal for me.
Knowing how hard she could hit, it hurt my soul.
Look, I'm not saying she can't, but that's one that's probably going to sit in my lineup that's never going to get touched. Because if I need a live requirement, I have the ultimate live anyway. What up,
I think
Swagwell?
she's better than Z-Liv, I'm not gonna lie.
Boys, I also picked up Hall of Fame
Boy, you're only
Oh, yeah,
saying that because you don't
obvious.
have Z-Liv and you'll never get Z-Liv.
We all know what happened when you said that last time. We all know what happened.
You will never get Z-Liv. That is the one I can almost guarantee you will never get. And I say that.
He said it on stream. Y'all remember this.
And I say
I
that.
remember.
I say that you will never get that Z-Liv just because of the fact that you will not spend money to get her.
I don't think you understand. I'm getting like an extra $5 an hour this year. I got a raise this year. So I'm gonna have a little more money on my hands this year.
And I can think of 5 or 6 other things you need to buy before you try and buy a pull at Z-Liv.
Like what?
A new
phone?
phone.
I already got that covered. I just haven't gotten it yet.
A new phone being one of them.
The only things I need to have covered is a new phone, Madden 26, and that's pretty much it. Maybe some stuff for the stream.
Yeah, I know. I'm working on getting a Streamlab deck. I kind of want one of those just so I can hit my audio on there because right now I don't have.
Yeah.
Right now I can't. While I'm streaming, just hit a random audio. When someone says something stupid, I have a thing ready for it.
Yeah, I have a stream deck. I just don't have it set up.
I want a stream deck, but they're too expensive.
Yeah, I got one like 2-3 years ago, maybe.
Those things are.
And I haven't used it.
Those things are like $250 for the nice ones.
Oh yeah.
But then again, I got to find one that works well on a Mac anyway. Because a Mac computer is the most superior computer out there. Yes, Apple, I'm giving you a shout out. We are no way affiliated with Apple products. I do have an Android phone.
I like Apple for their phones.
I can't stand Apple phones. Too simple. So stream again. This is also a Q&A. If you guys have any questions on a build, how to build a belt, post it. Swagwell, I would not be bragging that you, a moderator, can we, moderator on Twitch, one of our moderator on Twitch, can we, kind of take care of this last comment, please?
What do you say? Hold on.
I just want it taken care of. I just want it taken care of.
Oh shit.
It's something I don't want on the stream.
So looks like we just saw that update. Actually, 95. This was freezing up.
I think when you guys see it, you'll get it.
So I'm trying to find us.
You'll get it when you see it, kind of thing. It's on the Twitch stream.
I mean, I see it. I can't really remember back that far though.
I don't want this Twitch stream to be about people, how much money people have spent.
What were we just talking about?
That
Hold on. Hold on a minute.
that's not what I'm
RB
talking
got
about.
a raise. He's about to spend some money.
Yeah, but
Oh,
he,
yeah.
he didn't say how much.
All $2.99.
Such a big spender, RB.
Honestly.
People spending money on this game, that's just going to happen. We'll have that discussion, I guess. That's just going to happen. I think it's each your own, right? Like if you can afford it, hey, great. But I know there's some people that can't, and it's a very contentious subject at the end of the day.
Hey, I can afford it. I'm just stingy. I'm so stingy.
I mean, I've dropped a couple grand on this game. I'm not gonna lie. I've had to.
Yeah. I've probably dropped a couple hundred on Madden, but I don't know if you can count it because usually people buy stuff for me on Madden.
So Dominated, I went in and just bought coins.
I don't know if that one counts.
I didn't really like what they had on there. So I just bought coins this weekend. That's all I bought.
Are you talking about for the feud wall, or are you talking for the?
The feud prize wall. Dominated was asking what everyone bought off the weekend prize wall.
I took 2 sets of flare shards and 2 sets of EO shards. I'm trying to get them both.
Yeah, you're trying to get them both. That's the thing. Like I wasn't close on anyone they were offering, so I didn't get any of them. I didn't get any shards. I probably should have, but I kind of need to rebuild my coin collection up.
Yeah.
It's definitely not sitting good right now. I mean, that Mommy's gear is a great gear. Don't get me wrong, Mommy. Shit, I wish I had Mommy at this point. I just didn't get it. That was just kind of the thing. I just didn't get it. Didn't really want
I
it.
would get it just based on how it looks.
I mean, yeah, Dominated, that's the thing. Something like gear is not going to be cheap. I will say this, though. Scopely has done a mess up right now, and it's something that if you guys ever wanted to go grab, now would be the time to grab it. Right now, for one hanger, you can get the Showboat Cena gear, and the Acro Cena gear, which gives you 35.
Is that for the new ones or
the new ones.
The old ones?
The new ones for one hanger gives each one for one hanger gives you 35% more more health, which is great at the end of the day. So, just something if you guys are looking for something, for those hangers, it's always good. I hate to break it to you.
Yeah.
I hate to break it to you boys, but I may buy another Hitman Battle Armor plate this
You
weekend.
may what?
I may buy another Hitman Battle Armor plate this weekend.
I'm trying to save up for it, but if I don't get it, I'll probably just take race gear.
I'm really thinking about being that asshole. I'm
just saying, if I do get that, I'm going to probably throw it on. I don't know. I might throw that on Shredder.
If you don't throw that on Head of the Table Roman, we have a serious issue, dude.
Well, I don't have all the stuff, so it don't make as much sense to me.
If you don't throw that on Head of the Table Roman, we have an issue. Just gonna say, we have an issue if you don't throw that on Head of the Table.
I mean, like I said, I don't have the stuff. I don't have all the proper trainers for it.
Dominated, absolutely, that is nasty. Per my faction, I am banned from showing my Head of the Table Roman to the stream. That is something that they have all agreed on that I am banned from.
Yep.
They do not want anyone else having that build, apparently. So we will respect their wishes because I will not, put that on there. However, you do not want to go against that at all. No one wants to. Well, you should know me better than that. You know I'm gonna put it on. I'm gonna use it just because I can. I have someone in mind, and again, I will never show that build if I get it. I will never show that build. The sad part is the other people who are in this call, helping with the stream, they're laughing at me right now because they know what I would do with something like that. They know exactly what I would do with another Hitman Battle Armor plate. I think that's the sad part, don't y'all? So and Swagwell, only one person in the faction has ever gone against that head of the table Roman, and that's a whole nother discussion. That person still to this day has PTSD.
Every Roman is getting checked. Every single one of them.
So for Boss Battle Dominate, we're really just going to look at it from the standpoint of what we normally do for the faction events on Boss Battle. We're going to have our hitters, and they're going to go do some tests, and then hopefully we, can figure it out within the first 20 minutes and then carry everyone. So, our team we have our hitter team that's already discussed what we're going to do, and we'll go in there, we'll hit, and then hopefully carry everyone to 23. We do go off the faction rankings off that, just to make it fair. And that's how
if you are newer, sometimes we will plug you in a little earlier.
Yeah, if you're newer, but hell, after that one feud, he's higher than 75% of the faction already in the ranking system.
Yeah, he balled out.
He balled out. Dominator balled out.
He really did.
He really did. That was a good ball out.
I enjoyed feuding with them.
I think a lot of people did, and I think that's the thing. Don't worry, Dominator. We're going to get our 23s done first. It's just going to be an issue of how many carriers we're going to have.
Normally, what we do is we get the CSS done first, but we kind of do both.
Well, we have
people kind of working on the CSS while we're testing, and by that time, a lot of the stuff gets done. So after that, we pretty much have the 23s all ready, and we just ping 2 people at a time. They have a little bit of time to join. If they don't join immediately, then we ping the next people, and we just go down the list. So we try and make it as efficient as we can.
Yeah, because none of us want to be up on this damn thing, all night.
End up on it all night every time.
I know.
I'm usually one of the ones always up.
But no,
I don't
work weekends, so.
I have a 40% strap on him, but I want to take that off and throw in a 100% strap.
And again, I'm still wondering if JD is really going to be the hitter everyone thinks he's going to be.
I think he is. I think he's going to be similar to Z-Liv. He just snapped.
Yeah, he'll get good I guess it really depends on if we go past the shield. If we get to the shield part, then I would say JD's going to be really good. If not, then I think people like Z Orton, Seth, I think they'll be the best.
I just don't know if we're going to get past. I just don't know if we're going to get to the shield part.
Yeah, it just depends on that.
It just really depends.
Awesome.
We will be streaming Boss Battle this weekend, so just FYI stream, we will be streaming it. So I am going to warn everyone, if you hear cussing, that's just is what it is.
That is an awful idea. I am awful during Boss Battle.
I mean, they heard us during
I'm
the.
awful during boss battle.
Here's the thing: we are no more awful than we are during feud when we actively on the stream. I feel sorry
No.
if anyone was watching the stream in our faction and heard their name being threatened to be kicked. But at the same time, if you're running that damn slow, you deserve to be kicked.
I should be kicked. Go where Liam went.
A lot of times too, we're kind of sarcastic.
Yeah, but we're not
There's a lot
sarcastic
of-
when it comes to feud.
Some of them we're not, but I'm saying we're sarcastic in the way of, oh, come on, hurry up. It's just kind of like,
Poor Goldberg
Oh, yeah.
get his match. I just let him have it. But we weren't live for that, so sorry, Goldberg. I'm acting.
Yeah,
Don't
we
ever come
Dominator.
here
That's the
again.
thing. We try to be fun. We try to have fun. You know, we're not trying to be this group that's all stuck up. I mean, I wanna have fun with this. I don't want to be that guy. I think what happens is a lot of times you have factions that they get too serious about stuff, and we're going to be serious, but you know, we're going to be in the voice chats, and you know, we're not going to filter ourselves at the end of the day.
yeah, we're serious in the sense of, yeah, we want to push higher and all that, but we want to have fun while doing it. And we're going to try and put everybody in the faction in the best position to succeed.
I mean,
We're not going to try and
our only problem is our faction has to actually, you know, listen.
Yeah, and I mean, that's the thing. You weed out the people that refuse to listen, and they're going to be kind of stuck in their ways because those people, they're not going to help you in the long run.
AKA the Liams of the world.
Poor Liam.
Poor Liam.
Poor Liam. I let him hang around here for like a week extra. I even gave him one more chance last night.
I mean,
So
I'm not gonna lie.
message me.
I'm surprised you didn't. I'm surprised you didn't kick him sooner. That's just me.
I was trying to be.
Dominated. We do not have a lower sister faction. Part of that is just because, the three leaders do not have time to run a lower sister faction right now.
Pretty much. I've talked about possibly having like a something for people just like taking a break, but other than that, I'm not currently considering anything.
I don't think we should. I don't have the damn time for it.
Yeah, and that's the thing. I really don't have the time for it either. And that's why I was saying the only way I'd do it would be for people taking a break that we might want back in the future or whatever. It's just
I don't
at
even
that
think
point.
I don't even think it's a conversation until we have a strong one. Huh?
Yeah,
Exactly.
That's kind of where I'm at.
And that's where I'm at. Yeah.
I mean, we have the resources for it. Don't get me wrong.
And
It's a time thing. I mean, you know, for me personally, it's, you know, when we're talking a time thing at the end of the day within our faction, you know, we have to look at it, you know, what would happen if we did do it? You know, would people fall through the cracks? And I think that's what would happen. And I don't think people don't get that. We want to build us up first, you know. So, you know what I should put on here, boys, going forward?
what?
I should put on the, I think I need to start advertising the faction poster.
Absolutely. I was just wondering that. I was just wondering that.
Very seriously.
So Booga's a great feuder. He's an officer. Booga's a co-leader. He's a great person.
I was gonna say, what happened, Booga?
I thought I saw Bod for a second. I don't know what the hell I was thinking.
I mean, I know I'm as awesome as Bod. Bod's as awesome as me, but we're not the same.
Yeah.
Yep.
I mean, they're no me in feud. They try
It's
to be.
alright. We catch up on the boss battle ends.
Hey, y'all can help carry the boss battle lane all day long. I carry the feud, and I'm not
I've
staying
done it
up.
the last 2 times. I'm not a carrier.
I'm not.
I seriously, if I'm a carrier, I do not get off the game. I don't think.
I'm not
I'm
staying.
on all day long.
I'm not staying up all fucking night just to do boss battles when people don't want to do shit.
I would love to just do my 4 matches and disappear.
I would love if everybody did their 4 matches and just
It won't be
disappear.
that way though. It won't be that way though because I
No.
have 80
No, there's
stuff
always
that's
like
gold
those
and I have 80
5.
stuff that's gold and I feel he's gonna be a carrier.
Yeah, I think he's gonna be real good.
You already know he's going to be a carrier. I mean, it's not even a discussion at this point.
Damn, I wish I had 80 cents.
How do you not have 80 sets?
I got it.
Yeah, Dabby, let me do this match real quick, and we'll definitely do
Not
a
only
Go
that.
Back build.
He's got the hard times played on him.
So we
He
actually have.
tested that build.
So we
We
actually
tested it
have a.
last night.
Hey! We actually have a build request here.
What's the build request?
Is it Ryback?
No, we actually have a build
What?
request.
It's not Ryback?
No,
Not Ryback? Why?
no,
I've
Dappy's
never-
asking for Goat Beck's build. So let's go ahead and go to the
Oh,
Goat
okay.
Beck's build here. I'm gonna close my game out.
Honestly, I don't know how to run Go Beggy. I know there's a couple ways to run her.
No, there's really only.
Like,
Or put
So-
some armor
I think it's pretty much the finisher now.
It's pretty much one build, and you can really only use her against techs at the end of the day. That's really the best way. That's really the best way to run her. So let me go to my females here. Goat Bex. All right, so for Goat Bex, it's pretty simple. I run her red, purple. With a simple, pretty much simple gender, Butch, Steamboat, and Tech Miz. So that's pretty much how I run her. You kind of do need all the moments for feud. She was killing it in feud just against Tex, but you do need the moments at the end of the day. That's really the build for it. There's not really a whole lot there on that one.
She was the only person in the entire feud to pin my special hitter.
I'm gonna
I'm just saying.
shut up about your special hitter.
Hey, I had her in for 150 mil.
Your special hitter is it's special for a reason. Miz does red move damage. Dominator. You could run someone else on her. I personally just prefer. I didn't want to move red gems on her just because Vicaria. So it was just kind of a see what happens kind of thing. But she was hitting for 85, 90 million this feud. So it did work out pretty well for me at the end of the day. But I didn't want to really move stuff off Vicaria. So again, that's just how I am. I don't want to move stuff that works at the end of the day. And if it works, it works. Yeah, Rabbit adds 40%. I'm not disagreeing there, but Rabbit was on Vicaria for me. So for me, it just made sense. Karrion Kross is another good one you could run on her as well. So I mean, there's definitely people you can run on her. Miz for me was just Bex was really in there to fill a line and take care of Tex, and she wasn't one I was really wanting to build up completely all night. But again, that's just me, right? I didn't want to take away from someone who was going to be a more legitimate hitter at the end of the day. So I ran her a little different. Yeah, like Lyra to me, no doubt about it. best female in the game, in my opinion. So versatile, so versatile. We give Booga hell all the time over here because he needs shards for her, and he can't seem to get her, and yet I go and pull her at 6-star silver again.
How it be?
Huh?
How it is.
I mean,
You just gotta hope you get lucky with the hurricane shards on the.
Yeah, that's it. That's
Action
all Fox's
basketball.
ever going to give.
I'm not a big
Whatever
fan
they
of
do.
Indy, honestly, Dominator. I have her. I'm not a big fan of her at all.
I love Indy so much.
I like Indy too.
The reason I like Indy so much is I always face her with Megan and Tiffy.
I'm just not a big fan of her.
She's a free win for me. Every feud.
I mean, I'm glad she's I don't have her gear. I have her moments, but even then, she's probably my 4th best acro, which means unless she's required, I'll probably never use her. God, that triple red on Highlander is nasty, especially against sub people.
What do y'all think about the Becky Valkyria feud?
I'm interested.
Yeah,
I'm interested.
yeah.
Very
I never thought it would
interested.
be
Huh?
because I don't really like Valkyria that much,
I'm a big Valkyria fan.
but she's I'm actually interested in this one.
I'm a big Valkyria fan. Always have been. Been a fan of her from her NXT days. I think
Is that
WWE.
it?
I think WWE
Heard
got
that.
that one right.
I mean, she's got a lot of skill. It feels like there's something missing with her.
Yeah, absolutely, Dominic. I'll show my roster. I have no worries about showing my roster here. So this is my men's roster. That slot right there is obviously Jacob Fatu. Obviously Ozzy. Hall of Fame DDP. I got some stupid ones up, like Hall of Fame Sean. C. Lashley, definitely some stupid ones. The Fiend at 6 gold, which to this day I still don't know why I did that. I think I did that just to prove a point.
It's the Fiend.
Huh?
I said it's the Fiend.
Yeah, but I did that for a feud just to prove a point, I think.
You did, but we'll just say it's because you really like the Fiend, and nobody can say otherwise.
I mean, don't ask me why I have Showboat Orton up at the old Orton at 6 bronze. Dominic, here, this is how I look at my roster. I know there's people I've got to work on. I'm not stupid or anything like that. It's just a matter of I don't really want to kind of thing. I just kind of work on people I want to work on and go from there. Part of the issue is I don't have the gear. So I have the Legends era covered. I have Roman. When I build a roster, when I build someone now, I got to have everything. And if I don't have everything, I'm not touching it. I'm pretty set in my roster at this point. I think, my next project is probably going to be Priest to 36 or 35, just because he needs to go. But, I'm not one of those people that's got to go in here and have everyone up. If I'm not going to use them, I'm not going to use them. Plus, I'm kind of working on someone else right now just because I want to. Not because I need to, but more just because I want to. I'm working on a project where I'm taking Kalisto up. And yes, I'm getting hell for that. I'm getting a lot of hell for that one. So, I still need a title belt for him. Oh, yeah, the glory days of Showboat Andre. Oh, God.
Is he PG here?
Who?
Kalisto.
That or Reality Era? I can't remember.
Because if he's PG, I don't think there's a belt that I'd pull more.
No, he's a Reality Era.
Okay, yeah, that'll be a tough one.
Will Pod, appreciate the follow.
Still pains me to see your club at 6 bronze.
You know what? It pains me to see you not have any of the superstars I have, okay? It pains me
No,
that you don't have
understand.
Powerhouse KO. It pains me, sir.
It pains me too because I want to use his trainer.
It pains me that you don't have him. So, we could talk about what pains us all day long, right?
But Powerhouse KO, it takes 20 years just to get him.
No,
Unless
it
you
doesn't.
spend.
No, it doesn't.
They never drop his shards.
So I'll show you my females here dominated. They drop his shards. You just don't want to spend for them. That's the kicker there.
Exactly. I gotta spend.
Exactly. Let's go to my women here.
At that point, I'd buy a bunch of 69 pulls on the kickoff because that's where he was last time.
So these are my women. Again, RB's going to give me hell over some of these. But another one I'm working on is Brie Mode, Brie Bella. Just because I can. Again, this is more because I can than anything.
Might be bringing her up as well.
Need a Titan plate on her, but yeah, she's nasty with a Titan plate.
I have a Titan and Rumble I could put on her.
What kills me is I'm missing this one, and that's the one I really want. I can't bring myself to use Kyrie. I really can't. I
I
really
think I
can't.
still have her like 3-star bronze. Be honest with you.
I just really can't bring myself to work up Kyrie. I mean, I think I have her at gold, but I can't. Here's another one I'm going to work on just because I have him now. I have all the gears. Have a shit ton of shards for his ass. I would disagree. She's not the best B tier ever. But she is really good. She's a very good budget person. Budget female. There's the word I'm looking for. She's a very good budget female. So if you're free to play, she's really good. But there are better acros out there. And I think, and again, that's just my opinion at the end of the day. You know what I ought to do just to do it, just because I have the stuff to do it? Ought to bring Godfather in gold. I'm waiting for RB to say something on that one.
RB, Iron Man, Emerald tokens away from taking Tech Bailey to gold.
I don't know why you'd want to take Tech Bailey to gold.
We're not going to discuss the build.
She's not very good at all. Like, I don't know what you're talking about.
The farmers cannot show that build.
She's got to be the worst female in the game. Honestly. Next to Mutant Bailey.
Someone mute his ass.
Next to Mutant Bailey.
On that
Mutant
one,
Bailey's the worst Bailey in the game.
We do not talk about secret builds here on the stream.
We are not. That's what I'm saying. I'll take that build with me to the grave.
Then why did you mention it on the stream?
I'm just saying that I'm thinking to take her to gold. I'm not saying for what purpose. I'm just saying she's going gold. And then I just got you taking Hall of Fame Molly Holly to go.
I want to take her gold so bad. I just don't have the shards. I need more Tech Bailey shards. Or Miz.
Sacco and Hall of Fame Booker and Showdown. I don't know how I'd feel about that one. That one would be kind of funny. That one would be very funny, I think. So let's do a 55 poll here. So we got about 20 minutes left on the stream. Guys, again, any questions? We're here. I'm going to pull up anything. More shards of bullshit I don't need. Swear to God, I got 48,000 of Acro fucking Montez. I think the worst thing is I got 58,000 of Chauncey shards. 77,000 shards of Showboat Kofi. So guys, go ahead and again, we're gonna go over our sponsors one last time. HelloFresh, go to HelloFresh. Use my code POGHF16082 for 10 free meals and free add-ons for life. You gotta have an active subscription. Also, Flatland. I swear to God, I'm gonna learn this at some point. This is just a new sponsor, so just bear with me here just 1 second. Flatland Hub City Internet Radio, established in 2022. Again, Flatland Hub City Radio, wherever you listen to your internet radio. So I need 2,000 more bull crap, and I just don't know. I really just don't know where I'm going to get it today, unless it comes off here, because I don't have 9. I think it's going to be tomorrow. So just to let you guys know the schedule for the week. Schedule for the week is going to be, we're going to go live on Saturday for Boss Battle. We'll go live tomorrow. I don't think we'll go live tomorrow. We'll go live on Thursday as well. We'll go live after the champions, after the blog read, and kind of really focus in on Boss Battle and all that. And then Saturday we'll definitely do some boss battles. So, that's something we'll do there. But I love how this thing says Wednesday, but yet they've already released the Wednesday stuff on it. Got my days mixed up because today is Tuesday, right?
Today is indeed Tuesday.
That's what I thought. I thought today was Tuesday for some reason. Well, guys, I think what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and end the stream just because, been live for about 2 hours now. You guys check us out. Hit us up. Discord's God Mode TC. And you guys have a great night.